Jesus. The views and opinions expressed on this channel are those of this channel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Kamisha Reviews, the queen of reality TV. Jesus Christ. I just could see where this is going to be going, this particular panel. It's all good. So, Dina, do you have a recap for me,
Yes,
please?
ma'am, I do.
Let's go, birthday girl.
All right. So Coley and Rocky go home. Sahara and Cam, that was a crazy conversation after she got to stay. Like, anyways, girl, I
Yeah.
know we're gonna talk about it.
Hmm.
So then
Hmm.
we have the ladies' lounge. So they're supposed to go on a date with someone who's not their top connection. So Hussein, I believe the girl's name is Deanna, went horseback riding. They not compatible. Tay and Naeem had a date at her home, and they start to build on their connection. Shanice and Cisco went body painting, and we find out she's a nudist. I guess they cool. Rose and Hussein went on a date, and they both had difficult childhood experiences. The date went well. Angie and Eddie went on a date, not connected at all. 0 stars, highly not recommended.
Oh, wow.
And Rose and Fritz also had no connection. And then Tay and Cisco went on a solo date where he gave her some reassurance. Then the ladies' deliberation gets a little spicy and a little messy. And then Sahara takes out Fritz and Rose takes out Eddie, and it's a cliffhanger. We don't know who went home.
So one thing, ma'am, one thing, don't say it, please. One thing I'm gonna say is that this episode really was giving, there was no connections, a lot of it wasn't a lot of romance. I don't know what was going on with this particular episode. In my opinion, there was a lot of too much and just too much. Okay, so I do want to start out with the whole "you're not ready to love" and then Sahara with her crash out. I don't know what happened there. I was so confused because it's like you're getting this, you're staying, but I was like, wait, I had to rewind. I was like, is she being eliminated? Because the way she was going in
Her
on
body
him,
language gave very much elimination, but
I
she
was just like confused. So, what's up, Abby? Mama, what's going on, Mama? I was
Hi,
confused
Roxy.
about this situation. Like, okay, she's staying, but yes, she says she wants to lead the conversation. I don't know. It was giving you trying to go home on the next round or something. So, okay, I'm waiting for y'all to get Dina. Go ahead. I'm start with you,
okay.
Mama.
Well, it was given, and she lucky I was not the one eliminated her
Oh
because,
no.
or on the elimination date where you decide. Because I'd have been like, you know what, you was gonna stay, but let me call Tommy right quick because you need to get the hell on.
Abby.
That's what I would have did. And
Not you
through
need to
my
get the
own
hell on.
Wait,
curveball. I mean,
wait.
I would have went and got permission first. I'd been like, hold on,
Still laughing before
she
she
over
even
here
said anything.
spazzing out. You know, she don't want to take constructive criticism, and that's her top connection. And he was just trying to give her some feedback. I agree with him completely when he's like, if she ain't gonna listen now,
Right.
what we
Mm-hmm.
gonna do in the future if we together? It was weird. Yeah, she what's the vibe? Yeah, she needs some therapy. I need to give her my doctor phone number because she wilding out on national TV. That is not cool.
Abby, what you think, Mama? Her crash out because her face is giving already. But is she getting the mic? Oh, I thought she getting the mic. I was like, oh shit.
She said not today. I'm not
She
waking
ain't,
up.
she ain't even worthy of the petty mind.
Oh,
That's even bad. That's bad.
Listen, I don't know what that lady's problem is. Like I'm convinced that she was so convinced in her head that he was gonna tell her that she was not ready to love. She
Mm.
wasn't actually processing what that man was saying to her, and
Yeah.
so she responded as if that they were kicking her off the show. She wasn't present enough, or she was so far into her head and insecurities that they was kicking her off that she didn't hear what that man was saying to her, because her response did not match what was being said to her.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
she responded as if he was like, yeah, we decided that you're not ready to love, when that's not what that man said. So she went off the deep end for no reason, for no good reason.
Poor little Tink Tink. Uh, Lee, Lee
Mm.
no, not what you think about Tink? I mean not Tink Tink. I'm sorry. What you think about Sahara? My bad. I didn't mean to say it.
Look, I've said it. I've said it time and time again when I'm on this. She just rough, and that's the
Oh
vibe that her
wow.
and Rocky is. It's just rough, and it's like when it's like a Karen when they realize that they messed up, but I'm just gonna ride this crash out. That's what she
Jesus
is.
help. Not a Karen. Woo.
I know I'm wrong, but I'm gonna ride this crash out because
I look crazy. I'm just gonna keep.
I didn't already started this roller coaster ride. We're gonna ride
oh,
it
I
out.
want to keep it going.
Oh wow. That's crazy work. That's even if that's even a thing. That's even crazy. Chad, what's your thoughts on?
On Sahara.
Mm-hmm.
I think her response was appropriate, and
Really?
I'm gonna tell you why. That was her third time, right? She almost got eliminated the first mixer. Then the second mixer, she was almost eliminated. Or no, not the second, the third date, she was almost eliminated. And now this is the third time. So I think she's like, you guys are giving me the same feedback, and she was provoked. Don't forget last week, what's his name? Cam was telling her what all the guys were saying, especially Khalil. So she's
No,
already hot
Fritz.
hearing
It
it.
was Fritz
Oh, Fritz, sorry.
yeah, it was
Fritz.
because I'm
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
to talk
yeah.
about his little
We gonna get into
woo. Okay.
the five heartbeats and everything as well. So
Stop.
So
my whole
I think she was provoked and she was just set off and she's like, you know what? This the third time. I'm sick of this. Y'all not even this like I'm not really into like you guys like that. And then secondly, she was provoked because she was told what was said in the lounge specifically, and that really pissed her off.
So here's my
mm,
question: if you continuously can be in the top bottom two, whatever, to get ready to go home, why you ain't changing your thought process on this
okay,
process?
okay.
Because those may not be the guys that she wants, right? And I think
The
that was
guy that she
Cody's.
do want didn't send her home, and she was spazzing out on him.
Well, he was delivering the message, so she was going to
He was
get her
collateral
thoughts out,
damage.
Well, no, I
right?
understand it, but she also said, but remember, she also said, kind of directed it towards him when he said, "I'm the one that's been, defending you and doing stuff." And she was like, she still was coming at him left. So I didn't understand that. She was directly coming at him. She said, "Yeah, you too." So I get what you're saying, Chaz. I get the beginning part, but then when he questioned it, like, "Okay, you still coming at me crazy?" She pretty much was like, "Yeah, I'm coming at you as well." So I didn't understand it.
Well, and I think he said, "I'm just telling you what the guy said," right? I think
Right.
that came out. So she was projecting. She's frustrated. She knows who she really wants to bring that heat to, right? That's Fritz. He's not sitting there. Cam is. So she's letting Cam know how she really feels about this foolishness. Then playing in her face. This is her third time. She doesn't understand it. So I think she responded appropriately. This show will make you crash out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I think Cam was just collateral damage. Like I would like
Yeah.
to see them go on a date and her apologize for her behavior. She was just and say, I was in the moment, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, she definitely spazzed out on him, and he was collateral damage.
Lord, am I chastising?
Obviously.
Am I?
Yeah.
Sahara not taking feedback well is messing with my connection with her because I'm trying to give her information that she needs to improve. So tell me how you feel, not tell you how I feel.
That I don't want to talk no more.
At all.
Like, why can't you understand that?
I'm listening to you. If she's not listening to me now, how can I trust that she's gonna listen to me in the future? I have faith that we can work through it, but I'm patient, but I'm not that patient.
That's not what
That's what
happened.
you want to do, then that's what you want to do. You about to
What do you mean?
So he's trying to break her down. She literally said, "I need a moment. I don't want to talk." He wants to continue the conversation.
Mhm.
He's telling her to change who she is, to weaken her. Those are not her men if they want to weaken her or bring her down. She's got to go find a guy that is okay with
Well,
her rah rah.
okay, well, Chaz, if that's not her man, then why even at that moment? Why not just leave then? If you
Well,
know your
she got
person's
up to
not
leave.
there, no, no,
She did
no.
get up to
He
I
leave.
mean,
did
no,
have to
I
leave.
mean, no, I'm talking about leave. Period. If you're saying her man is not there, you're talking about the show. All the men are saying that her person's not there. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think her person's there. And like in that moment, he's questioning his connection because she says, "I need a moment. Hey, give me a second." And you're persisting with your points. She's not in a space to hear you, my dude. Give her a moment.
I don't think
Oh, That's
was questioning her connection because she asked for a breather to take it all in. I think it was her overall response to the whole
exactly.
situation that is making him question the connection. Because
Bless you.
if I can't tell you nothing, I can't never come to you and tell you nothing
Right.
that you need to improve upon, or you need, or something that I particular that you do that I don't. If you and I have a connection, but there's one thing that you're doing and I can't never come to you and have a conversation with you about,
Hmm.
hey, I like you, we vibe and that. But there's this one thing that it doesn't sit quite well with me, and you can't receive that from me, the person that you have a connection from.
Baby, this
I
ain't so.
mean, then maybe you not the one.
But
And
in
and
her
that's
defense,
fair for him to question their connection, because it's not like he was being exactly. It's not like he was being
Bro,
disrespectful to her in their
Sorry. Sorry.
conversation.
I'm
He was
gonna say
trying
this.
to give her a spoonful of sugar before he gives her the medicine, and she don't want to. She don't. She can't take. She can't take nothing.
Oh Jesus.
She
Okay.
can't take
It was
absolutely
crazy.
because because
anything.
because
Is what it
because to
feels
me
like.
the thing about it is she knew that he was defending her because of everything that came out in this in vault shit. So the thing about it is, he was defending you. I get you being upset. I get both all sides you guys are saying. I get all that, but I don't think that her response was warranted. This, it just was not. It did not match. It didn't need to be there. It was too much. She was so upset. Everything you said, Chaz, is true. She's tired of being on the bottom, da da da, whatever. We took all that out on the one person that's defending you.
But
Like,
Exactly.
Queen,
come on, man.
in her defense, she said she needed a moment. That same crap happened to me on the show when they were following me with all those cameras. I needed a freaking moment. The show does not give you a moment. They want to push you to explode, and she was about to explode. So in her, this doesn't mean you can't ever give her feedback, and she's never going to listen. She said, "Hey, in this moment, give me a second. I'm done talking." He
But
didn't want to
at
stop
this point,
talking.
but Chaz, at this point, we gotta. The only thing we can go on is is the history that we have that they've shown us on this show. That every time she's giving constructive criticism or feedback or anything, she doesn't take it well. She hasn't taken it well at any time that she's been on the bottom. It's been a problem.
Every
She's had an
time.
attitude, and I understand because it's critiquing who you are as a person. But at
Mm-hmm.
some point, you can't never take nothing. You always so sensitive that whatever anybody says, anything to you that is in contradiction with how you feel
Perceive
about
yourself.
what the situation
Mm-hmm.
is, you can't take nothing. You ain't got no wherewithal. You can't hold no space. You don't have no bandwidth at any point in time for anybody to come to you and be like, "Hey, sis,
But you
I
got to look
love
at the
you,
You got to look at the
but X,
feedback.
No,
Y,
I
and
think I
Z."
think he would have received it better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he would have received it and maybe been more understanding if she would have just communicated differently, like the way she was coming at him. Maybe she should have just straight up said, "I've been to bomb 3 times. I can't. I need a break." Whatever that might look like. She didn't come off that way. I know what you're saying, Chaz. That she needed a moment. I do understand it. It's probably missing pieces we don't see, obviously editing or whatever. But I'm just saying she should have communicated that better. I want to say maybe
And
he would have.
again, ain't no telling how long they've been sitting there
Yeah,
filming
that's
this
true.
scene.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things were missing. I don't know. Like Chad said, that made her get to that point. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of things that happened that we did not see or will never see. So yes, I just think everybody's correct, but I just still think that the delivery was bad and he didn't need all that smoke. He didn't deserve it anyway. Okay, so I feel like Hussein is well. In the beginning, I was watching. I was saying I thought Hussein was killing it until he was sitting with Deanna. She is straight up and down. Like if they was into the conversation for 5 minutes when they both said we don't like each other. We just not.
It
And
was that was
I,
hilarious, but
I was
it
dying.
was in a respectful way though,
It
because
was. It was.
he was like, yeah, I don't think we're compatible. And she's like, I feel the same. And then they continued eating and drinking, like it's cool.
It was a nice environment. The horse. I mean, I'm not the horse person. I'm not trying to do all that, but I like the sitting at the lunch and everything. I thought that was cute. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. She got an issue about the work situation. Like I don't think he was comparing it to like a phone. He was just trying to say, you're. I don't know if he seemed like she was
No, he
acting like
was
she was
being
better.
misogynistic and saying that he don't think that, like, because her job is a firefighter, he feels like he he's bringing his own bias into the situation to where he's like, well, just because you work here and I work here, don't mean your job is more important than mine. Blah. And I don't ever think she gave that impression
At all.
No,
to
but
him in the first
I did
place.
get part of his point, like a text message, a what's up, and she was like, "Well, I'm not sitting at a computer where I could be like, hey, baby, all day." But what people fail to
Mhm.
realize, and I'm pretty sure it's still the same. My uncle Teddy was a firefighter. I've dated a firefighter. They pretty much work 24 hours
Yep.
on and
Yep.
48 hours off. And so during that time, if there is nothing going on, they lounging around the firehouse, cooking food, blah blah blah, whatever. So there is downtime. It's not full on go where you're just out fighting fires and saving people 24 hours straight unless there's like some type of mass emergency like in California. I know them firefighters was tired because we sent firefighters from here and troops and all that to California. So unless it's something massive like that, there's downtime to send a text.
But I think
I
that her job is very important to her because he even
Yes.
questioned it, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's for some reason women do get like it's like a negative or a red flag if they are so into a job, and I don't think it should be like that because there are men who love their job as well. So it should,
It's a double standard.
it is. So for he's talking about you married to your job, I didn't like that part. It's like okay, so she's really into her career. What's the tea? What's the problem? I don't
I
know.
think she was trying to prep him for the times when, like, maybe she'll have down to a week where she has a lot of downtime and oh, she can text back fast and all those things. But I think she was trying to just say, hey, just so you know, there are going to be some times when maybe one day I can text you back and the next day I can't because I'm holding the hose or I'm climbing the ladder, nigga. So I can't
Oh
text you back
wow,
right then. You know what I'm saying?
holding the
So
hose is
she's
crazy.
trying to, I think she was trying to
Where the hell is that?
set an accepted not boundary, expectation
Yes.
about
Hmm.
how up and down her job can be
Right.
because just the very nature of the job is a lot of hurry up and wait around,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
it can be like complete silence and then a whole bunch of chaos. And if you are texting her during the chaos, she might can't text you back like when she was making the spaghetti for the fellas at the for her co-workers during their downtime for dinner at the firehouse, and then all of a sudden all the alarms go off and they got 6 emergencies at one time, and who knows how long they're gonna be out on the emergencies, and then they're just gonna be a block of time where I can't text you back, I can't call you back, I can't look at my phone because I don't know, I'm getting Mrs. Wilson's cat out the
I
tree,
can't. I can't.
or
Not
you know
Mrs.
what I'm saying?
Wilson.
Or
But I feel you because
Jimmy gone down the ladder from out the apartment fire.
but think about this. How
I
many
just sent a
times have we all been at work and it been slow and you texting back real fast? Y'all got a whole conversation going on. And then somebody come to your office or they ask you to do something and it's like 2 hours later before you get back to your phone. And with them, it like you said, it could be 6 hours, it could be 12 hours, it could be whatever. And yeah, I was texting you back in 30 seconds and now it's been 6 hours. Like I'm gonna set you up for that. But I do want to say I don't understand why it's like a double standard, and I'm not saying that all
And,
men
and
feel this way
And
or
Dina, you touching on
whatever.
you about touching on. I'm about to say I'm about to ask two of the men that are here right now. First of all, welcome Fernando, and I want to ask Chaz, kind of going along with Dina saying about the double standard. We were speaking about with him talking about her job and her being married to her job and making it seem like it's a red flag. I want to know y'all opinion about the interaction, Chaz.
I don't think it was about each other's jobs. I think what he was trying to convey is if I'm important to you and we're dating, I want to make sure like you can communicate with me despite your profession. And I think we're mixing it up by making it an absolute, like she's always going to be busy and he's never going to get a message from her. I don't think that's what either of them were trying to convey. I do think she was offended when she took it as this is my job, I can't do it. That
Mm-hmm.
sounds to me like you won't even try.
Hmm.
And I think that's what it sounded like to him. Now, once they give it a shot and it just doesn't work, the communication is lagging or not timely, well, they tried it. She's saying she's not even going to try. She's busy. So I think he's like, well, hey, we're not a match. Cool.
Okay. Damn. Fernando, how you doing, baby?
I'm good, folk. How you?
Good. What's your opinion about that moment?
Uh, hope it was just editing because it just made her appear as if she didn't have time to talk at all. And like I said, from what I've seen, from what I heard, firefighters ain't but so busy. It's not a fire 24/7. So at some point you can grab your phone and contact. So I think it might have been misunderstood or misconveyed what you were trying to point you're trying to make. But I don't think he was trying to downplay her position either. Being a firefighter compared to being in the office, I don't think he was trying to compare the two. But I think it was kind of taken, that they didn't really they felt the kind of way when he brought up with the office conversation, trying to compare it to being a firefighter. And I think it shouldn't have been compared at all. I think it's two totally separate um styles of business
Hmm.
and careers.
We all have different opinions about that because I don't know. Lee, what you thought about it? I know you're an independent woman. You work. How'd you feel about that?
I guess he wanted her to be barefoot and pregnant because
Oh wow.
uh there's and my mom is I've been on, hey, I gotta call you back. And that call back may have been 6 hours after I said I was
Mm.
gonna call you back. But not everybody have their phone in their hand while they at work. Like I don't know what more do you want from me, because I'm gonna text you. The point of a text message is I'm gonna get back to it when I get back to it.
Okay,
You
so I'm.
send me you
I,
send me
I,
a text message, I'm gonna be able to respond when I want, when I can, or when I want to. I'm not obligated to text you back just because you texted me at 12:02 and you
mm.
expected me to text you back at 12:03. That's
I
all I
think
have to say
I,
about
I
that.
think I think it also depends on your job, and like what Dina was saying too. Like in between it, like for instance, me, my fiance, he's not a big phone person. He don't like to do all that. If I text him, I mean, if he texts me one time, it's probably gonna be all I'm gonna get. He's just not really. And his jobs, he's hands on, so his phone's not even with him most of the time. So I know I'm not gonna hear from him, and it doesn't bother me. In the beginning, it did, but we worked it out. I understand he's just not the type of man to be on the phone. He's just not like that. So, like I said, it just depends on the situation. And you gotta just work it out as far as your relationship. I don't know. It just depends. The text messages, stuff like that, is small potatoes to really just getting a relationship together. But if that's not what they want to do, they're making a decision in the beginning saying we're not compatible. So I just like the way they handled it. Now, what's the man name with the bun? I don't know why I keep getting his name.
Naeem.
Naeem and
Not Mr.
Tay.
Five Baby Mamas.
Oh Lord, Naeem and Tay had their date and the foot rub and all the things.
Why are
Um,
you having a date at your house? Why are you having a
mm,
first date at your house?
that was
For
whose house was that?
Hers.
Oh
Oh, now
wow,
that's creepy.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
Why would you have a first date at your house? I know we on TV, so it's a little less chance that that man gonna chop you up and put you in six
Oh
different
no,
microwaves.
what's
Goodness
happening?
gracious.
Oh my
However,
Jesus.
however be
Dang.
how.
That escalated quickly.
That's why you don't have a date at first date, and you don't know that man.
Mm.
And
True.
even if he is like, that's how you end up with stalkers and people standing on your front porch at 3 o'clock in the morning at your ring camera talking about I just want to talk to you. Why would you invite that man that you don't know to your home on a first date? I can understand if this was a second or a third date
Or
or
even a
something
group
like
date.
that.
Yeah, it didn't.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought the show is the show's budget cut. Did
Oh,
they not afford to take your
what?
out of the
Now
house?
you know the
What is
answer to
happening? Why
that.
is this
I
first date taking
can.
place at this girl's house?
Oh
And that
Jesus,
food looked
It's
nasty.
dangerous. It says a
Dina.
dangerous precedent. That shit is not cute, nor or is it okay.
Queen.
Ladies, if you are in the chat, don't have no as a first date. Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
Don't go to his house. Do not invite him to your house.
Not the do's and don'ts.
Don't
Right.
Mm,
do
Well,
it.
apparently don't know him, so
uh,
somebody had to say it.
well, okay. So, interesting. Chaz, what did you think about? I didn't even realize it was a. I didn't think about it till Ever said it. What is your thoughts about that? Somebody
I
said 3 a.m.
I
booty
was
call.
perplexed, Queen. I don't know why she invited him. Now I'm pretty sure the show orchestrated that meetup and that date at her house. I don't know what she sees in a tribe called Naheem. He has three baby mamas, 5 kids,
Where's the record
and
scratch?
on the
Where's the
couch,
record scratch?
Wait a minute. I
and
was
on the
not.
Yes, you
couch,
could
he's
have
talking
waited until I
about, do you
stopped
like
drinking the water.
pornography? That is not your dude, man. Like, she needs to like read the room. This is not her caliber. I'm not saying she's better than him. I'm
Wow.
saying she can do better than him.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
Big
In
Mm.
nurse.
fact.
San Francisco, she should
She's
not
a
Big
be
nurse.
fact.
at
She's
the house.
successful. She's
Not a
on her,
tribe. Oh my
yeah,
god.
tribe called Naeem.
He got a whole
Oh my
team
god.
A
Yeah.
Jesus.
starting
Help us.
five.
with
Mm.
assistant coaches.
Not the newest member. Newest members of the team. I can't. Ooh. Okay.
Him and
Uh,
Nick
we,
Cannon Jr.
no, no. Oh my, no, no,
Mm,
ma'am. Fernando.
Fernando don't have 5 kids and 3 baby mamas, and neither
Oh
do
God,
Chaz.
what's what?
What? Where we get that
What
from?
is
What? What you talking about?
He come on camera
I
and
got
immediately.
one. I got one kid.
See,
Talk about.
see,
She
Fernando,
14.
Fernando talking.
Come on. I have no tribe. Okay.
see, you see,
Fernando by himself.
see,
Fernando
you
a plus
see,
one.
you
One.
see.
going for that though?
Fernando said plus one. Fernando plus
Listen,
one. That's it.
listen.
Oh,
Me and her.
oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on, people. Look, now no shade. I love y'all. Okay, but the Facebook group, I don't rock with them. So I don't care what they're talking
Um,
about. Period. Okay? I ain't want to
Let
be
them
messy.
have it.
They got
Let
the
them
I'm
have it
episode. You don't
because
want to
it
see the
is.
episode? They got the joint early. They
wait,
got a
what?
see,
Yeah, they
you're not
saying that
reading.
the Facebook group
I read
posted the
that. That's not
episode.
what I'm saying. What?
Oh, all right.
Well, Kamisha got the first 6 episodes, so
Meanwhile,
Wait a minute.
I'm
exactly.
trying to see the
Tay,
Meanwhile,
reunion.
talk
back
I'm
at
trying
the
to see the
ranch.
reunion.
because ain't no man on that show that she need. Oh God, she need to be on a different show.
That's trash.
Cause
Who
what's
Tay?
on
Oh
so
no, no,
she
I'm sorry.
either got to
I'm
pick the
reading.
nigga
I'm
with
reading.
5 kids or the nigga in the rooming house. That's what she got as a. That's those are her choices.
God help me.
And I
It's not
can't
where
wait
you
till we
at, it's
talk
where you
about
going.
I
It's
can't
not where
wait till
you
we
at, it's
get
where
to
you
Jay and
going.
Where he
Cisco's
going?
day. Cause baby, I got
To
some thoughts.
prosper, to the
Ain't
top.
nobody got time for Bill DeBay at this age. What are you
Oh
talking
my
about?
God.
Yeah, we're
What
definitely
is
Mm,
not building
happening?
in. Definitely not doing that. We're
Dang,
definitely
I'm
not.
trying. I'm trying to support the brothers.
Definitely not doing that one.
I don't
You
think
know,
you can
I
support
just
these two
if he
brothers.
get his stuff together, like right now, it just feels. Let me tell you what it feels like. Now, this may not be this young man's testimony at this point in time because it's been what a year or so since they shot this show. He may have taken the money from this show, parlayed it, and done something great with his life, and he's now in his own apartment with a car and everything else. But at
Oh,
this exact moment, what he is presenting is, I'm just getting back on my feet. I am staying at this, I have a room in this house that I pay rent for, and I don't have a vehicle. I'm not exactly sure if he even has a job because we ain't never really put that in concrete or not. And then you have this young lady who is clearly well established, very smart. The baby girl is a nurse and all these and doing all of these things. Clearly, she has emotional intelligence and she got all of these things together. Why are these, if you look on it, why are these her choices? You either have this man who has several children's mothers and several children's, and he
What?
has
seven
it's
children's
like
mothers and 7 children is crack.
I'm
Seven
trying to be
children is
nice. I'm trying to be
crazy.
nice about it. And then
You
you
did?
have
Oh, okay.
this other young man who, although it seems like the only thing he committed to is his body being in good shape. As much
oh,
effort as you put into picking
Oh
up
my
them weights
God.
and going to the gym, I need to see that reflected in
a
A
job
your
job.
career
application.
choices and what you got going on and what you talking about. I just like I feel like he's the eye candy and we supposed to coast and just all we see is the body oddy and all of that and we because he's supposed to be so fine and his body is so nice, we not supposed to look past the curtain to see that there's just a one room and somebody's rooming house and
Somebody,
Maybelline's
somebody say
rooming house and no job and no car.
not the shower curtain. That's the only curtain he got. I
No, but
can't.
but
Not the
y'all have
wizard, not the
and I'm
wizard
with
train.
Ebby because they trying to put the eye candy out there so you don't listen to what he's saying. But when they had that date and he was like, saying he trying to, but he was like, but when I'm with someone that motivates me, I know you like to travel, I know you like to go out, I know you like nice things. If you gotta be with a woman to motivate you to get a job, if she leaves, then what? You going back to the rooming house? You going back to the halfway house, wherever whatever is
Oh
given.
my god.
What is you doing?
Mm-mm.
Why do you need a woman to motivate you to do better? You should get up every day and at least put in 5 applications before you go to the gym and hope you get a call back while you at the gym. I don't know. It's just it's giving. I need a woman to motivate me to do better. Oh, when I'm with someone, I do better. And then she even called it out. and said, "Oh, so my father left me when I was little, so now I feel like when you're better and you're doing better, you're gonna leave too." Like she already, girl, you already know what the end of the story looked like. Just move on. Just move on.
It's giving very Ike Turner. You want to give me this sad
Oh my
story?
God.
Somebody
What
left you,
the?
and then you gonna leave, and now you trying to emotionally manipulate me to stay, even though I'm ready to go. Listen, it gives me very much. I had a conversation. I was dating this man, and we were having this conversation about stuff that's on our bucket list. And I was talking about how I want to travel, and Greece is at the top of my bucket list, and I want to go to Italy and blah blah blah. And his response to me saying that I want to go to Greece is, why would you want to go all the way over there? Like we can go to
I would have hung
Tennessee.
up the phone.
Oh no.
I'm
Delete.
sorry, excuse me? That's not the what? That's not the like we're speaking two
Would have been
different
blocked before we
The
even got
languages.
off the
number you
call.
have
Like,
called
sir,
is no
excuse
longer
me.
in service. How did that happen mid conversation? I don't know. But if you ain't got no passport, you ain't got no job, and you ain't trying to move around this country, because I'm with Ebby. I got a list too: Greece, Turkey, Italy, all them places. I want to go experience something outside the United States. You is not about to Miami and Atlanta me to death. No.
Wait, I want to ask. Hey, I want to ask you. I want to ask you. Okay, I asked y'all a question. When they were sitting there with the feet rubbing and everything else, and he asked her about watching porn. Now,
Oh goodness.
is that was that a? I mean,
It was her game.
It
well,
was
no,
a
no, no,
game.
It
no.
was
There's
her
Wait,
connection in the
game.
hold on,
game.
wait, hold on, Chaz. What you shaking your head for? Go
I
ahead.
think it's inappropriate. All
Okay.
right.
It very much.
This is week 3. He has 3 baby mamas, 5 kids. He has a tribe called Naeem, and
Oh
he's talking
God.
about porn on her couch. She can do much better. Get his ass out your house.
Oh Jesus.
Wait, okay, Karen, I'm gonna shoot
Before
him
you
a
get that get
tiny bit
on
of
the
bail.
porn.
They were playing a game and he pulled the card, and that was the question on the card. So he asked the question.
Pick
And which
another
we can't,
question.
we not answering that. He's like, okay, let me go get another question out the box. So I'm gonna shoot him a tiny bit of bail. He just read what was on, I don't know. He just read the question
But you
on
got
the
to read the
card.
room and read the audience. At this point, we know your situation, my dude. Pick another question. This is not the right question.
I tried that.
Oh my God.
I tried to give him. I tried to shoot him a little bit.
Fernando, that face. Which
I
Fernando?
tried to shoot him a little bit.
What are your thoughts, King?
I think he did good actually. Like as you pointed out, as soon as he read the question, she wasn't with it. He tossed and got another question. That's how you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't scared. He asked the question. She wasn't with it. I'm cool with it. I ain't got no problem with it.
Say he wasn't scared. Okay.
Well, you
Leave,
know,
leave.
I
I'm
mean,
just
at least
saying
he ain't
he
like that other boy that kept pressing the issue last season.
Oh, I know you're
oh,
talking
see,
about. Well, okay, so Lee, what you think about it? Well, I know I'm with Chaz. I think she should not chose that card. Like, I just
It's, how you gonna tell him not to choose the card?
well, I
you
think
read
she.
you reading the card before you read it out loud. You know what the topic is. I'm not gonna choose this one. Now if she would have said what's on the card. You know what I'm saying? I just think he could have. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the question still was because even if he pulled it out and he was like, excuse me, this is my lashes, but oh, well, let's pick another card. She was gonna be like, oh, what it say? And then he was gonna say he would have to read tell her what it say anyway.
He probably
So
pulled it
it
out
said
was
on
good
gonna be
purpose.
before.
put in the atmosphere
Now he
anyway.
read the cards
He handled
beforehand.
it the best way. If she had answered it, if she had been cool and answered it, fine. The way she answered it, let's ask another question. He was like, okay, cool, we'll ask another question. I think it was handled the best way it could be handled when they're in the midst of like playing this get to know you game and they pulling random cards to ask questions.
Why I disagree is he's already put out there that he had sex in a funeral home. Like,
Oh,
Wait,
there's
damn.
just too
damn.
much sexual stuff with this dude with all these baby mamas with kids.
Why you saying
It's too
like
much
that?
sex.
Wait,
Yep.
what you saying like a country? What?
I gotta
God,
get
Said
country.
it so
you
That's
country.
said
some
baby mama.
Oklahoma. That's some West Virginia type crap
Y'all,
he got
I'm
going
I'm
on.
I'm gonna just put it out there like this. The next thing we
Oh
gonna
my
see him
God.
on Iyanla Fix My Life because he's a nympho.
Oh, okay.
No.
Hey, let's not too much on this.
I don't
Not too
know.
We're
much.
gonna get flagged
Not
for
too
sure
much.
today.
No,
I,
we're
I,
not.
didn't,
No,
I
no.
didn't say
We
nothing.
are
I
not
didn't
gonna get
say
flagged because it's gonna
nothing.
be me. So no man, we're not even gonna what?
I didn't say nothing wrong like that would get nobody no strike or nothing. I'm just saying, I mean, if you can't restrain yourself from not having sex in a funeral home, like come on
Right.
man.
And she went, and whoever she was that went along with this, I want to talk to her
Oh,
because
Oh
she's
wow.
worth
no,
more.
What the
She's
hell?
worth more.
can't come to the front.
I
Yes,
almost spit my drink
I want
out.
to talk to her.
If this
And
is your
actually,
name,
Queens, you
stand
know what?
up.
When we talk about Cisco, I want to talk to all the black women because black women
Oh,
compromise
yes.
on their men so often.
Okay, but why though?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know why. I wish I knew why.
That's my
Oh
favorite
Jesus.
phrase.
But I'm with you though, because that would not be the one for me. And I like to be a liberal person, but if we was riding and you said I had to run in here right quick,
Oh, my stomach hurts so
I
bad.
stopped talking to a man because he told me he owned 2 or 3 funeral homes, and I'm like,
Oh, Jesus
I could
help.
piss this man
All
off,
right.
and he could put me in that little
Mm-mm.
whatever they do when they cremate
Oh my,
people.
what's
I
going
said,
on?
oh no, oh
Oh,
no.
Why is that not where my mind went? Well, because my family owns funeral
What's
homes.
that noise?
And
Mine
I
does
just I
too.
just see that as a good resource. And
Lee, is
It
that
is
you?
my
it is a
fault.
good
Not
money
it
source,
is.
but I watch way too much late night TV and Snapped and all this other stuff. And when that man told me he owned 2 funeral homes, and I was like, yeah, we gonna get into a fight, and I'm gonna end up in the cremation
Oh my
pit.
God. Okay, okay,
Like,
okay, okay. What is
It's a
going?
funeral
Okay,
how did
home,
we
not
get
a
here?
crematorium.
we
That's
need to
two
move
different
away
things.
from this topic because I can't. Okay,
How did
so
we get here?
we were not we're
It's
moving. We're
two
done.
different
We're done.
things.
So
you
we
know,
are.
we go
I
left
know,
every
but
now and then.
we're
We haven't went
too
left
left
a
for
lot
real.
all season. We
Okay,
good for one time.
we are going to jump back into Ready to Love and talk about now I forgot what the hell. Oh, we go to Cisco and Shanice's body painting. Okay. So
That's
uh
gonna come back to bite him in the ass because he was at that date with Tay afterwards, and he was like he didn't know if he should tell her or not. And then of course Shanice went all into details in
now
the vault, and that's gonna come back and bite him in the ass. I
well,
guarantee it.
I really feel like that Shanice was just exploring like everybody else is supposed to be doing.
Right.
She's trying to, see her all her connections. Now Shanice revealed, she likes to have no clothes on. That's just her thing. I was like, hey, do you, mama? I ain't got no problem with it. And to me, when she asked Cisco your comfort level, he threw off the robe. So to me, apparently, he felt very comfortable in the situation.
Mhm.
So this is a date, and I want to start with Chaz. A date like this where you have to take off your clothes. 'Cause she didn't have nothing on. So I mean,
Oh,
Well, let
what?
me tell you why he was very comfortable in that situation
Uh-oh.
because it's not a job. This man does not
What
like
the
to
hell?
work. This man will take his shirt off at the drop of a dime.
Oh my
He's
god.
looking for a come up.
oh,
What is
That is why he
happening?
enjoyed that date.
oh,
Oh my god. What
Mm.
okay. That escalated very quickly.
what is
I'm just
okay.
keeping
Go
it
on,
real.
preach, Pastor Chaz. Go on and preach.
Okay, so welcome Carmen. Welcome Carmen. Hello.
What's up, Carmen?
Oh, hold on. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, mama. It's been a lot
Okay.
going.
They say Chaz is spitting today, boy.
I
Chaz
don't
is
know.
spitting today.
So we are talking about the body painting scene and her liking not liking clothes. Chaz is kind of, I don't know. Chaz, you said that he's auditioning. Is that what you're saying? This is a job?
It's a come
Campaigning.
up for him. Like this dude takes off his shirt. Like we haven't heard his plan to become unhomeless
Oh my
and to
god.
get a
Oh
car.
Jesus
We
help.
haven't heard his
This,
plans
Oh
I
on.
didn't know
my
No,
that
I
god.
mean, like
unhomeless was
what are his
unhomeless
goals?
is
Is
crazy.
unhomeless a word? I
Oh,
gotta
It's
Google
a
it is
that.
word for me
today.
because
I
that
think
look
Chaz
that
just
should
made
be
it a
his
word.
word for 2025.
Oh my
Unhomeless.
god.
Let
Oh
me
my
find myself a home, not a room,
not
a
not
home.
not put it on your board.
Yeah, that
He
he
need a vision
A
board with a
vision board
house
is
and a car and
crazy.
a job on it.
What did that say?
Y'all are getting me involved. Don't be dragging me into this mess. God dang it.
A vision board is crazy.
Carmen,
For real.
Carmen,
But
Carmen,
But
Carmen.
Queen,
Wait, wait,
look what the
wait.
network gave us to work with
Yes.
this season.
I'm trying to survive in this. I swear. Wait. Carmen, I have to ask you. After hearing
Okay,
Chaz,
this is hilarious to me.
but hold
So the word unhomeless doesn't exist in in standard English. It's a non-word. Instead, you might look for terms as unhoused, houseless, or experiencing
oh
not
homelessness.
Urban
my god.
Dictionary.
Unemployed.
Now
Wait
she
a minute.
Googled it.
Not everything starts with un. Okay, so Carmen, what is your thoughts about the body painting scene? Laura, I'm just trying to Jesus help me, please. Carmen.
If you, I don't know if somebody said this or not, but the first two things that came to me was Pornhub.
Oh
Okay,
God,
I was
what
like,
the
oh, Pornhub. Okay, or like Bam Chicken Wow Wow. That's what came to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like the producers played a part in this. How many times are we gonna see him with his shirt off?
Right.
His shirt off is not gonna pay my bills or pick me up
Mm-mm.
when we go on a date. Okay.
mm-hmm.
We know that he can bring that, but is he? What is his job again? Anyway, is he a
That's what
stripper?
I
Like,
Diversion.
what is
said,
he?
Carmen. What is his job? He ain't
He's a
got
diversion
Like,
liaison.
Diversion
I
liaison
felt
is
like that
crazy
was just a
word.
setup.
I set
Yeah,
up
I
between.
think they making up words. Philly be making up words. Like, no, I didn't like that. I didn't. I mean, listen, I think they should be open about their sexuality, honestly, and I understand that. However, we all know we pick people superficially. Ready to love, we all when we out, we ready to love at the club, we ready to love at church, we ready to love anytime we see somebody attractive, it's automatically like, okay, he's attractive. We need to get away from that. We need to be like, okay, what else is going on now? Do all the other ladies know that he's in that situation, or that's what
I'm
I'm
pretty
wondering.
sure.
Okay,
Somebody say he's a crisis counselor.
Well,
well,
he's
he's
in
in crisis,
crisis.
so I guess he didn't know how to counsel himself.
Right.
Oh Jesus, what is going on?
Okay, but why though?
I can't.
Oh Jesus, yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. I'm telling y'all, they
oh
keep
my
make
having
God.
make
him
it make
in
sense.
with his shirt off to distract us from the actual facts.
that's his diversion. That's his
Mhm.
job. He's a
And,
diversion.
and I do want to throw this out there. When Shanice talked about being nude, Shanice got a nice body. If I had her body, they had to pay me to put clothes on, so I ain't mad at her.
Well, she
No,
paid for it, so of course
Oh
she
no,
would.
yeah, definitely,
I
she
don't
does have a
care
oh
if
nice
no.
she
body.
paid for it or if it was natural. It don't matter to me.
Right. No, she does look
Okay,
good.
once again, I would like to say, ain't this your first date with this man?
And you naked.
And why is
Well,
your
Okay.
and,
titties
Bucky
out?
naked. Because
Why is
he
your
had
titties out on
shorts
the first
on.
date,
Not
dog?
naked.
well, she
Naked.
was wearing
Bucky
fishnets,
naked.
right? She had on a fishnet outfit.
No, no,
No,
no. In the beginning, no. When they painted, when she pulled back, they had to do the blur, blur. There was
when
Blur
nothing
blur.
there.
it
She
had the
was
blur because she was
100% Bucky
topless.
naked.
Her
No,
titties,
I'm talking
She's
about
a
when she had on
nudist.
that pink outfit was
the
fishnets,
pink
right?
Yes,
outfit, the
yes.
little cat suit
Yeah.
was
So what I was
was a little sheer situation. And
what I
then when
was
they got to
thinking,
the actual painting,
right? No, no, no. But what I was thinking when she came into a date dressed like that, she was fishing, and she knew who she was going on a date with.
What?
She was fishing for a poor man.
What the hell?
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. She already stated she's a nudist. That means she feels comfortable being naked, right?
Mhm.
So that's part of her. She would have did it with anybody.
Right.
Like when you go to a new beach, everybody isn't attractive. It's like, so I think that's just being her, and she was probably, I don't think she was fishing. I think she was just like, this is me, and she wanted to see if he was okay with that. Well, of course he's okay with it because she's an attractive woman and he's a sexual man. So I don't
He's
know
an
what that.
opportunist.
Right. But the problem I do have is that he didn't tell that girl that he was filling all up on her, and he put his name on her. So
Right.
that means you already a player and you're not forthcoming.
Yeah, that whole day I feel like was a lot. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, but I feel like I think Dina mentioned it earlier. I think he should have. Well, I don't know if he should have mentioned it to her. At the end of the day, they're all on the dating process and they're dating each other.
Right.
But because the fact
But
it was very hold on, because the fact it was very very intimate, you got to
right.
see her cha-chas. Maybe he should have divulged that information.
Nobody likes surprises. Whether you my man or not, I know that this is the process. Nobody wants to be told something and that they don't already know. Because you could tell the way she was gripping on to that wine glass and sipping it. She was pissed, but she was not about to go off or let it show more than it did at that particular moment.
Right, and
And
we're
if
not gonna
you're
get. We
giving
don't,
this
I don't, Mama. I don't
process,
want to get. I don't want to get too deep into the vault because we got a lot to talk about with that. But
right, but I'm just saying the way she was gripping that glass. I'm just saying it's nice to have. I don't want to be blindsided in the
hmm
process. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? So if you're, not that we want to discuss in detail the date, but hey, I went over so and so's house, or I went to the body painting thing, you know. But he was so happy that the little bit of reassurance that he gave her was working, and she let her guard down and opened up to him. He ain't want to fuck up the process and
Mhm.
say, "Oh, by the way, I painted my name on somebody's tatas," and then she'd have been like, "Roo, roo, roo," in reverse and put her wall back up. He didn't want that.
So Fernando, your thoughts about the body painting situation? Wait a minute, who just came?
I
Fernando.
thought it was, yeah, yeah, I got you, I got you.
Okay, okay, you go,
Um,
baby.
I thought it was definitely unexpected. Um, I was surprised that she got naked. I ain't gonna lie, especially because he had his shorts on. He came in with a t-shirt and shorts. She
Mhm.
walked up in lingerie. It was like, what?
Oh, lingerie.
So yeah, but I think the show is kind of trying to spice up a little bit, trying to heat the show up a little bit, trying to draw more attention,
Mhm.
more clickbait. So if it works for him, more power to him. But
It
like I
probably did.
say, yeah,
I was
yeah.
about seeing how I was about seeing the numbers on this episode. Because I'm kind of going with you saying what you're saying that it was kind of like I want to bring people in this season, I want people to watch it. Is that you? What's all that noise? Is she walking with the? What? I don't know what's going on. I
It's
just
not me. I was on mute.
oh my bad. Who? I don't know who that. Maybe it's Fernando. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you're saying about that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Uh,
It's not because it's inappropriate. Why
wait,
are you
why?
titties out on a first date? I don't care. I know it's an expedited process and all of that
Hmm.
hubbub and all that bullshit, but at no point, I don't care how expedited it is, should you be pulling your titties out on national TV on the first
Oh my
date? Like,
god.
daughter, we. But I
But
understand
that's
she
our
may get.
lifestyle.
I can tell by the outfits that she picks for some of these events that she don't make good choices. So it kind of makes sense. But for real, honey, why'd your titties out? Why you pull your titties out on national TV on a first date with a man you don't even really
Oh,
know like
and
that?
Hello Kitty was out too. So
Look, I ain't see all that, but look,
yeah, because they never went below her. They never went below her
I'm
weight.
praying she had some panties on. I'm
oh my
praying.
god,
I did
T-shirt
not
and
see
my
no panty
panties
line
on.
nowhere. Let me run this beautiful bean footage back and get a picture. Hold please.
I'm not gonna show the
I
picture.
I know we're not gonna show it. I'm just looking for
Okay.
uh
I
the
didn't see the camera go all the way down there, but I didn't. I don't know. I want to talk about well, they got a little. Who was the after that? Was it Rose? No, no, no. I'm jumping. Angie and Eddie also said that they weren't cool with each other. So that's that's another couple that said they didn't like each other, they weren't feeling each other because of the fact she said she didn't want to get rid of her male friend. Now I know a lot of us have had male friends, and I guess I don't know if Eddie just straight up said you have to get rid of your male friend, but would you do that to start a relationship or not even know relationship gonna go? Abby.
Yeah. I would just like to say I have three best friends. Two of them are men. One is straight and one is not. I'm not giving up none of them niggas. Them niggas will go to war for me and I for them. We've been
Mhm.
through some shit in this life. And if you think that I am going to give up that friendship because you insecure about what you need to get more secure in yourself. Become friends with my friends because they not going nowhere.
Okay.
That's all I don't know. And the fact that I don't understand. Just because you don't know how to be a good friend to somebody of the opposite sex, don't mean that's the case for everybody.
Wow.
Clearly, your relationships, your friendships with women, you have alternate motives where you're just waiting for
Mhm.
her to soften up so you can sneak in and do what you originally wanted to do with old girl before you decided to become her friend.
Yep. It was her male ex-boyfriend, Kirby says. Chaz, what's your thoughts about that as a man? How do you feel about that?
Well, that kind of added more. I missed that was her ex boyfriend. I think that means more to me now. Um, I don't believe, number one, I don't believe anyone should walk into anyone else's life and start mandating or dictating who should be there and who should not.
Right.
If these are her friends, begin to understand why they're her friends. What's more important to me about my wife's male friends are, were you ever intimate? Did you ever kiss them? Was there ever like an emotional connection? And if it wasn't romantically, I'm cool with it. Now, if we're talking about intimacy, like how long ago was it? Like is there still feelings? I think understanding before you mandate, no, I ain't cool with that. I don't want you having no male friends. I can't rock with that. That's insecure and that's pretty premature, right? This is week 3 for you to be coming up with these kind of like requirements. That's stupid.
Interesting. Fernando.
That's tough. Like I agree with Chad. Like I don't want to come in there and tell her who she can and can't talk to, who she can't be cool with. That's not what I'm there for. I'm supposed to add to her life, not take away from her life. But on the same
Mhm.
token, I do want to be comfortable. So if there's a ever situation where like I like to meet them, kind of see how y'all vibe is, kind of see how y'all relate, because if y'all all touchy, feely, buddy, and all up on each other,
Right.
I'm a feel some kind of way, and then call it insecurity, call it what you want, but and I'm not gonna like to see that with my woman or another man touching like that. But if they, keep the space, they laugh, ha ha, and they just cool and got a cool vibe, homegirl, homeboy vibe, I respect it and I can live with that. So it all depends, like I said, on how
Period.
they relate with each other.
So, Lee, you have male friends as well. What's your thoughts about it? Wait a minute.
Um, I'm not giving up my male best friends. Not now, not ever, ever. Because how? Why I'm gonna give up my friends, and then you might not be here next month,
Yeah.
Next week.
Yep.
next week, next year, and now I done ruined a friendship for 8, 9, 10 plus years because you insecure. So I'm not giving. You better figure it out. Y'all better go bowling or something. Figure it out. But I'm not giving up my male best friends ever. Not for no man.
Well,
You better get with the program or get lost.
Because if you do
wow.
something to me, those probably gonna be the last niggas you see before your lights go out. So
Not for your light go up.
Exactly, because your life gonna flash before your eyes messing around with my friends.
First of all, this picture I just sent it to everybody. I think I did. So I guess she was naked.
Bucky naked.
my phone is over here. I can't get to it.
Oh.
That's
I
Wow.
crazy.
told y'all.
Not, being naked like that on national television is
Wow.
wild.
Wow.
But
That's that's a that's a
that's her
different that's a
thing.
new
Like, I
level.
mean, I don't have a problem with her being a nudist. And again, I said if I had the body, y'all would have to pay me to put my clothes on. I'd be sitting here naked, blurred out right now. But that's her thing. That's her comfort level. That's part of her character that she don't care, clothing optional. But I'm just saying that that's a bit much for national TV on the first date. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not hating on her by any means of the body painting thing, but yes, baby girl, no panty line at all detected.
I want to jump to Hussein and Rose, who I feel like from the beginning seems like they have a good connection. Plus, they are also aligning, talking about the group home, the things that they went through, a foster home, stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, maybe this might be a connection. But Rose was showing a little bit of spice in this episode. Chaz, your thoughts about Rose and who's?
I wouldn't start with me. I just poured something. This
Oh
whole
shit!
episode has
Oh
me
shit!
tense. You don't have Chaz today. You got Chazzy today. Like this.
I
Let's
see.
let's this
Not
this is
Jazzy.
yeah.
It is.
I'll go after Fernando.
Fernando. Fernando.
You put me on the spot. Um, no, that's all good. So Rose, she showed different sides in this episode. Like with her and Fritz, it was a little rocky. Whereas with her and Hussein, it had a better flow to it. I think
Hmm.
Hussein, being that he was in foster care, same as she was, I could see why he's open to adoption and more willing to do that. Whereas Fritz kind of was more insistent on his own child.
Mhm.
The child he raises have his DNA things like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. But I like to see that we saw different sides of Rose. Her being kind of softer, more accepting, but then also like her standing her ground and saying what she actually wanted.
Yep,
So,
period. And she spoke
hmm
about that miscarriage stuff too. Because she said it in twice, and I'm trying to figure out why. I said, I guess she wants them to know I've had some difficult pregnancies. I've only had one healthy pregnancy. I may not be able to carry a baby to term. These are the options. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. A man
That's
should
true.
know. A man should know in the beginning, not wait till he fall in love and then be like, oh, I don't want to do, because she straight up said, I'm not doing the surrogate. And I really don't hear that often if a woman doesn't have a choice just to, because she can't have carry a child to term, but she just doesn't want to do a surrogacy. She wants about carrying her child. Abby, what did you think about that, Mama? All of that.
Uh, personally, I thought it was a little weird, but that's how if that's how she feel about it, then that's how she feel about it. Uh, I don't know. Some outrose don't sizzle right in my spirit. After today, I don't know. My discernment has kicked in, and I'm like,
She
I don't know. Something just, I don't know.
somebody
Yeah,
somebody right in
I
the
can't
water.
put my finger on it just yet.
Hmm.
Y'all just give me a second. Let me breathe and pray on it. But there's something about Rose that just strike me as odd.
Carmen.
Actually, I feel the sizzling in your spirit, girl. First of all, what you're not gonna do is ask me a question, but already have the answer that you want to hear, and then I don't give you the answer, and then you gonna kind of get a little angry black woman with me, okay? What you should have said was, "Listen, I have had issues with having kids. Moving forward, I would like to X, Y, and Z." What you did was you asked the man his opinion. He gave it to you, and that's a hard question to ask. Like, you need to like really, it needs to resonate with you and say, okay, I've never thought about this, and answer it that way. You're putting him on the spot, and he's like, well, what, da, da, da. He's not thinking like, well, he's a man. He's not thinking, well, I understand the bond you have when you're carrying a child. He's not thinking that. He's just like saying, well, yeah, we can still have kids. And she was like, no. Instead of being a little softer and saying, you know what, I can see that, but I need to explain it the way because it's something deep in me that I've been through,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And I didn't like that at all. Like, no, you can't do that to somebody. I don't like how she kind of just jumped on him. I think he was taken back, um, and and that's a real deep conversation that she probably needs to explain a little bit more of how she felt going through that, because as a man, he would have never known. A man doesn't know how it is when it comes to
Agreed.
carrying a baby.
Agreed. Agreed.
So
Dina.
I got a question
Oh, go ahead,
before we
Mama. And
go
then
forward.
Dina
I got a
after
question.
Evan, please.
So if you don't want a surrogate, so you just expect him. What if he wants a child that carries his DNA? Like,
Hmm.
like that's no longer an option for y'all. If you can't carry the baby, then he just out of luck. Y'all just gonna have to adopt. That's not fair to him. If that's not, you know what I'm
selfish.
saying. So where would the meeting in the middle? How y'all gonna meet in the middle with that situation? If he truly wants a child of his own that carries his DNA and his lineage and all those good things, and you are dead set against having a surrogate, it's not like he has to have sex with the surrogate. You can harvest some of your eggs, and he can, ejaculate into a cup, and they can make the baby over there in the machine and all that, and then insert it into a surrogate, and it still be the DNA of you and
Right.
him.
Right.
Is it just the physicality of carrying the baby, or does she not exactly understand the process of how that would happen, and it would still be her baby regardless of if she carried it or
I
not?
think it's the carrying of the baby because maybe she had an issue because of the fact she could not. She only carried one baby to term. There's something there. Maybe
Yeah,
she
she
didn't
mentioned the
explain.
bond.
Mhm.
Right.
She
Go
said
ahead,
it's a
Dino.
different type. I think with her, it's the bonding that she felt when she did carry a pregnancy to term, and another person having that bond with her child. I think that's where her hiccup was, because when she was explaining the conversation, in the how she felt about it, she was like, that's a different type of bond. And I think when you let people talk long enough, they tell on themselves, and I think that's the trigger for her, that someone else would have that bond, or maybe she's missing out on the bond. I'm not sure which one it is, but I think that's what her thing is. It's either her missing out on bonding and carrying the child, or the fact that someone else took that process away from her. I think
Then
that's what that
let
Hmm.
him go. Let him go.
Go ahead, Chaz. You
I
ready
just think
now?
I think it. I like Rose a lot, and Rose, if
Hmm.
you're watching, I mean, no disrespect, but I think it's a bit selfish. You have a son, you have that joy, and this man wants a child, and if you don't think you can provide him with a child, and he offered up a surrogate, not a side piece, and you said no, let this man go because you're wasting his time. You have your dream, you have your joy, and you don't want him to have his because another woman may have to carry it because you may not be able to. Come on,
Very much. Yep,
let
I
that man
know.
go.
Fernando.
So
So what's up is
it's like a
crazy.
little selfish. Uh,
Not you shushing the people in the background.
yeah, what are you talking about? What? Anywho, no, what I'm saying though, it's like
Okay.
it's a little bit of selfishness, a little bit, because with the surrogate, it's still like somebody says, it's still y'all DNA, his and hers.
Hmm.
Whereas with adoption, I have no input in that. I have nothing that is biologically mine in that child. I'm reading somebody else's child, and I'm not a woman, so I don't know how it feels to carry. So I know it's a bond
Right.
that's created there that I can never understand. So I know she doesn't want somebody else having that bond with her child, but it's like at the end of the day, we having our child though. We're having our child. So that part's just like, damn. So, and I never
Mm-hmm.
heard a woman say that before. So, but I respect it. I respect it.
Hmm. All right, y'all. We're gonna jump right into the vote.
I was like, okay, bet, let's go, cause his ass is grass. But when it comes to like he say, she say, that should just be kept with you because it's not really facts. Regardless of what he said to them, he also told me that he was playing this whole time. Where did he tell you that? My last date I had with him. When this opportunity first started, I was just playing. Yeah, I don't want you to think that it went unnoticed. Okay, that's enough. But by the end, he told me. But now I'm taking it serious. Oh, okay. So I'm just saying, you was doing all this Fritz talking. I was gonna let you do it, but you wasn't telling the rest of the story. Whenever I'm with him, there's just a good energy exchange. He makes me feel safe. That's how I feel about him. It's getting a little spicy out here. I would like for Fritz to say, Fritz and I talk every day, and I just couldn't understand why she was lying. I feel like Sahara was manipulating us into sending home the wrong person. Since Shanice wants to bring it to life, well, you listen here. What I'm saying is the problem that I'm speaking of is with him, and I'm feeling on him because he said what he said. If y'all not feeling each other, what was the purpose of having a date? We was. That's the whole thing. And then he tried to convince me about the polygamy situation. And we keep going back to that. When I was talking to Sahara and Shanice jumped in, I was like, all right, let me back off because it's like, this is not my drama. I just know Sahara's here for games. And Shanice was done. This is a mess, y'all. That's all I'm saying is it's messy. This is a messy table.
Okay, so the vault will stays in the vault, does not stay in the vault. Please, I don't want him to say that no more after this season. So apparently,
It's all gone.
it was all leaked out as usual. Chad, we called it early. So it's gonna get leaked out. So her finding out from him is crazy. That he was talking shit about her. That's crazy to me. I'm not even understand. I thought it was the other guy. I didn't know if Fritz was the one that actually told her.
I
Like
thought
that's
it was Cam that told her.
Yeah,
I, I thought it
that's
was
what I
okay.
thought.
I thought somebody said Fritz. I'm sorry. So Cam told her everything. So
And
my
then the
wait,
whole ass nigga had the
oh
audacity to
wait,
text her and
Dina,
ask for a vote.
Dina.
Sorry,
Oh, Jesus.
sorry, sorry.
You know I have haters. All they gotta do is hit one
I'm
button.
still a work in progress. God is working on me. But if
Jesus
I see a
Lord.
Nuck
whole
if
ass
you
nigga, I'm
buck
gonna point him
then.
out.
Nuck if you buck.
Woo! Okay, so I don't forget what I was gonna say. Chaz, I'm gonna start with you, but the vote. What? Just give me your thought. This is jump right in,
So
please.
we're not going to talk about the not knowing how to use chopsticks date.
Wait, who? Who was this?
Come on now.
Tay and Cisco, he don't know how to use chopsticks with his
Oh, that was not
head.
a really. It wasn't like a. Not trying to be fun. I guess I forgot about because it wasn't like pow pow. But go ahead, Chaz. Give your thoughts on that, and we'll go back to the vote.
My thoughts on that is that's a red flag. That tells me this man is uncultured. I'm on a big today. He's not left this country, and I think Tay needs to just keep it moving. There's someone else out there that's going to match your energy, your intellect. That's not him.
I don't even remember the scene. Dina. I don't
Oh, I
even.
can
I
talk
thought,
now.
Dina, don't make me. Oh, you just went. You know why I said what I said. Well, don't make me. Go ahead, Dina.
Okay, anyways, okay, so about this vault.
Lord
First of
Jesus.
all, I already
Act like mod.
said Cisco should have told old girl about the date because she was blindsided and upset. Secondly, Sahara was going in, which I do feel her a little bit because Kim told her what Fritz said. We all seen it last week when he was like, "We need to get Sahara out of here." And the fact that your whole ass called her, or excuse me, text her to make sure she voted for you to stay is
Mm,
diabolical.
mm. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wild.
I I I don't know what to say about. I don't know, Chaz. I mean, I'm sorry, Fernando. This because the thing with the vault to me, it was so messy from the past two episodes, and surprisingly, the men, not the men, I'll just say Fritz, but some of them also were joining in, was super messy. But this episode, I really feel like that everybody's coming for Sahara, and I don't know if I 100% agree with that. So, Fernando.
So, Cam running his mouth, man. I don't know why, but he was spilling the business. And then, but on the other side, when the women went to do their eliminations, they did the same thing. Speaking of what happened in the vault, what's in the vault. I mean, Sahara was saying everything. She couldn't. She was pumped.
Yeah,
So I,
at
I
least
don't
say
like
she
it.
rough.
Uh,
See, she's rough.
but but I'm gonna point out some good facts. At the end of the
Okay,
day, Naeem ain't at the bottom. Cisco not at the bottom. So say what you want about them. They doing something right.
they doing
Cause
something right.
Eddie came in. Eddie was that guy. You
Ah,
feel me? Eddie was
come
that
on,
guy.
come on.
And now my man, he might be gone. I mean, I
Right,
don't think so. I think Fritz out of here. Fritz on it. But
right.
Eddie on the chopping block. So it's like say this is a unique episode. Like things really switched this episode.
I
So
agree, Fernando. Hundred
don't
percent.
sleep on the underdog. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
100% agree with that. Oh my God, yes. Chaz, you ready to talk about the vote now? You,
Yeah, we
the
we can talk
chop?
about the vote.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. I just thought it was like that's typically what happens in the vote. Everybody tells you what's going on. Him sending the text right before the elimination date. Everyone on our cast did the same thing.
Mm.
You start getting more phone calls from your connections at the week of elimination when
Oh
the women
wow.
are in power. So that's just par for the course. That's what happens. I think he wants to stick around, but I think Sahara's going to get in that ass.
Ah, Carmen, do you agree? Calling the night before elimination.
You know what? It's sad to say because now we're not doing it for love. We're doing it to stay.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I love and dislike the audacity to team up with someone you just met to stay on something. So where is it like, it's a hard maybe like this group of men aren't the men for you. And I think she's taking it personal. Like, she's upset that she's been on the chopping block over and
Mm-hmm.
over again, and she's just upset in general. I don't like that people talk about what happened in the vote because you're being vulnerable and saying maybe this doesn't work for me, doesn't this doesn't person doesn't, follow my values or
What is
whatever.
going on?
Yeah, somebody need to mute
That's
themselves.
not me. That's not me.
It's not me.
Oh, so I don't like that, all of a sudden you got alliances. I think Cisco and what's her name got an alliance already. I think he's very smart when it comes to that. But once again, the show is ready to love. I don't think some of the people who came on are ready to love, right? And
Mhm.
if you were a big fish in a little pond, meaning you the biggest dog, you the baddest chick in your thing, and then you went on a show like this, your feelings can get really, really hurt. Like, what do you mean you don't like me? Everybody else likes me. Well, that's just life, you
Yeah, it
know.
is.
But that doesn't mean you got to bring each other down. You just not the one for him, and he might be playing a game, or she may be playing a game. The nastiness, I think some people are going to probably look back and feel like maybe I shouldn't have handled it like that, but you don't know until you know. And it seems like most of these people are new coming on the show, and they're going off emotions, and the show is going to be here forever. So whatever you say
Not
today
forever.
is going to be on here, and you got to be careful how you come at people because
Once it hits
it's
the internet, it's there forever.
yeah, it's there forever.
They'll be all right.
And I just want to piggyback off what Carmen said
Mhm.
because what people fail to realize is, like she said, you the top dog in your circle, right? So now you've expanded your circle. So the best way to sum it up is you might be a 10 in Kansas City, but you a 2 in Miami.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see that.
Well, the whole thing with the situation with them being catty and talking about Sahara, they're not listening to what she's saying because she was telling some truth. She was trying to tell you guys that she's getting text messages, and I get that Shanice likes him, but if I'm going for somebody, I do want to hear what the ladies are saying. It's the whole point of the vault. So why are you like coming at her crazy because she's telling you information you guys need to know? because you guys are interested in him or whatever. Shanice is interested in him. So I didn't really like that part. I thought that she was wrong for talking about Sahara like that. The whole thing with Deanna, I'm almost saying her name wrong, jumping in with her. I don't know what that looks like. She says she thinks Sahara is manipulating situations. So I don't know. Fernando, what are your thoughts about that? The women were being really catty to her. So
I don't get in women business, so I'm gonna let them handle that part. More power to them. You know what I mean? Let the best women win.
Fernando, don't you lie now. You haven't gotten women's business before.
What? Well,
oh
well, not
no.
today. Not today. All right. I like this
All right.
class. They cool. I ain't taking no sides. Listen,
Yeah, you
listen.
didn't done that too. So we not gonna lie
Wait
now.
a minute. Wait.
You see how they go? You see how they go? I'm just
not
trying to
not
be
not not
neutral.
Carmen. Not Carmen say that Fernando been in women business before. I can't.
Facts.
What? What are they talking about?
Lee,
Never.
Lee, can you hear me? I know you be dropping out. How did you think about? Well, the women just didn't like Sahara. How do you feel about that, Mama? Mama, she was telling the truth though, in my opinion. Lee, I don't know what's going on, but I know what she's gonna say anyway. Abby,
Hmm?
this is the end of
Yeah.
it here. Yeah, I just want to know your thoughts about it. The vault, all of it.
Um, I don't understand how you. I don't care how big a door time you put on that little room, it's gonna get out. Because by the very nature of people, they're not gonna keep it a secret. And um, I feel like Sahara and Fitz are the two sides of the same coin because they're doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They campaigning to get each other out the way because I don't know, they don't like each other, or I don't know what the toxic symbiotic relationship that is that they get between each other. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Um, Hell, at this point, I don't know why they not putting the vote and recording the vote and then sitting the men down and be like, "This is what the women said in the vote last week," and then they just play them the clip of what was said in the vote, and
Period.
vice versa, and then let
Period.
them take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this point,
It literally.
like why just so that the truth is said, and so nobody can't do no razzle dazzle, because what stays in the vault happens in the vault stays in the vault until somebody run out and tell they recreation of what they think happened in the vault. If that's the case, if it's just gonna get out anyway, I feel like when they get in the vault for that, whoever's in power that week, they get to see the vault from the previous week and what the women had to say about them in the previous week, and then what the men had to say about them in the previous week. So can't be no, well, I heard that you said ba 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 ba, and they be like, no, we played the videotape and I heard what you said. So we gonna discuss it, what we gonna do, what we gonna, so it's no miscommunication. It's no he said, she said. You can get it because I love getting stuff from the horse's mouth. If you ever bring me something, well, such and so, I heard such and such and such. I'm going to ask you who said it, and then I'm going immediately to that person and say, hey,
Period.
this person just said that you said this about me. Is it true or not?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly
I,
how I
I
roll.
don't. I hate he say she say. I'm gonna bring you this bone. I'm gonna bring you this anonymous bone about who somebody saying something about you. No, baby, we not finna do that. I don't like that. Don't do that. And if you are not willing to tell me who said it, then don't tell me it. Because I'm gonna want to know. I'm going back to the horses. I'm going back to the horse. Like I don't like that. All of it. This is a lot for not to get no prize at the end of all of this
And I
bullshit.
know.
I'm just gonna bring it back around. This is a lot for me not to have $10,000, $20,000 cash
I
prize.
was waiting on her to bring it up. I was waiting. I knew it.
That's why I got a comment up here. So I make sure I brought it back. This is the original.
What
Somebody-
No, you still get the prize at the end. She was talking
there
about
is
surrogacy. That comment was
that was
posted
about the
as
surrogacy, about the
oh,
baby
yes.
was
coming
it? Oh, my
prize at the
bad. I
end.
thought. Okay.
No, that's not. But also works in this instance. We need prizes.
Well, then it's
We
good.
absolutely need prizes at the end of this because it's not apparently this show is not ready to get married or ready to be in a relationship. Is are you ready? I knew I was ready to love when I got here. Therefore, I need to be compensated for running this gauntlet if I make it to the end.
Oh no.
I need a prize and a trip somewhere, please and thank you. Cause this and don't talk to me about no fucking stipend that y'all get for how long y'all stay there. I need a real prize. I need Tommy to come around the corner with a big one of those big old checks that they bring to like fundraisers and shit, the big white checks with a significant amount and 2 plane
Not
tickets.
the publisher clearance.
And the
Because
balloon.
clearly,
Oh,
even if you make it to the end with this person, don't mean you're gonna be in a relationship with that person. So therefore, because by the reunion, y'all be done broke up.
oh my
Therefore,
God. Before the reunion.
therefore, this needs a prize. Like I feel like this is a study in futility. Like this serves no purpose. Like, what is the point of all love? Clearly, love is not enough because these niggas don't really be in love. So give me a prize.
Okay, so we're gonna go to final thoughts because
What is
this episode.
And stop doing these fucking goddamn
Oh, wait.
cliffhangers. Just tell us who the fuck is going
Oh
home.
yes. I will agree. The cliffhangers are annoying. I don't know what's going on with the cliffhangers. The second one we got like,
And please somebody help me understand. At the end of this fucking show, did they say this summer like it's not coming back next week for the next episode? Like they going on a hiatus on a break for some months?
I saw that too, and I was like, I don't know.
Like you fucking expect me to wait for a couple
I hope not.
month or so for the next episodes? Do you know I'm not even gonna remember these niggas' names in a
Oh
month if
my
you go
God.
away?
Time for prayer. Time
Woo,
for prayer.
Jesus.
Jesus, take the wheel. It's time for prayer.
Okay.
All right, preacher, and I know you just went off and everything else, Pastor Ebby.
I thought you was giving people final
No. We're just gonna go to the prayer. Okay, so we're going to the prayer. We're come on up to the pulpit. I know you just went in, but here we go. Yes.
All right, I guess if all hearts and minds are clear, Lord, we need a prize. This doesn't make any sense, Jesus. I need you to take them back to the beginning, to the drawing board with this show because it absolutely makes no good sense, God. Lord, we would like cash prizes. We would like trips. We would even like some luxurious luggage given as gifts at the end of this procedure because this is just a road too far. It just is, God. Like touch it. And also, God, speed up whatever time they have between the next episode because we don't understand what you mean by coming this summer. Is it not coming back till June, Jesus? If you could just drop us a hint, we would greatly.
Hallelujah.
If you do these things, we'll be so careful.
Okay, we
the glory and the honor.
pray for the
In Jesus' name, amen.
The homeless. We need to pray for the homeless.
I'm not praying for him again. Amen.
Oh my God. Jesus,
I ain't going to the Lord, but so many more
not the
times for
pastor.
that man.
Not the pastor said, I'm not praying for him. I am so done.
Again. She said again.
I said again. I
Oh, my
gave him
bad.
the whole prayer last week. He got
Oh,
a
you
whole
did. You did.
dedicated prayer
Lord have
just for
mercy.
him and his situation. Okay, amen. I'm only going to the Lord, but so many times I'm not worrying, my God, so many times about so many people. Okay,
Oh, Jesus.
that's not what we're gonna do.
We'll be back. That's all I have to say. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of